I saw her standing by her ship, with armored hand upon armored hip. So lovely is what I found, that both my hearts began to pound. I like your brightly shiny armor, human known as Commander Palmer. Why, I like to... Hey, we're looking at Grunt! I'll tear the arms off!
So, skin texture looks pretty good, latex covering. Here is a mandible mold. Now, I've been making test molds off this by dipping it into liquid latex, and it ends up looking just like this. I could peel off the actual two-finger glove, we'll call it that, the glove effect. And that glove, I can then put wires inside, so when you pull on the tips, it'll contract, just like your fingers will. And we'll have a set of mandibles. Well, the way this works is pretty simple. You have yourself... Well, imagine it's the actual glove. And actually, the glove will have a solid 3D print about a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch up this mold right here as a cementing base. That cementing base will act as the restraint point for the rest of the system. But in essence, this just goes on like so. I left the flat parts on this part of the print to act as bolt points to bolt this on. And going through this whole thing will be a bunch of 2 wires, wire 1 and wire 2. They'll be controlling the jaws by contracting. Now, usually folks would use RC car servos, which are fine. They're inexpensive, they're easy to program if you have a microcontroller on board. And to be honest, I can bind them on the street here at Fry's. They're easy to find. One problem though, they're noisy, and if you try to overdrive them, they break easily. What I'm going to use instead is muscle wires. Muscle wires, also known as nitinol wire, has been around for a very long time, for many decades, and it's used a lot of times in aerospace applications and in medical applications. It's not that expensive. Unfortunately, it's not very fast. That's fine. We're not trying to move an RC aircraft servo 200 degrees a second here. We just want to have some movement like so. And also, they're not super powerful. Again, we're contracting what amounts to a household cleaning glove in thickness of latex. This requires ounces of force to move. Not much more than that. Number 3, they don't contract very far. Then again, it only has to go this far on a stroke length. We're not talking a lot of stroke here. As long as I can get this to go from here to here, that's an inch or so of stroke length internally if you pull on the wire. That's not a lot. So this is really doable. I just have to go and find a way of making it move. But wait, it's easy. It's already been done for me. It ends up some fine folks across the collegiate world have made some prosthetic hands using muscle wires as the actuators. We're just going to borrow their file. Don't worry, I'll credit them for the whole thing. And these are all open source files. I'm just going to borrow 4 middle fingers and shove them in the elite mandibles. I'm going to readjust where the fingers are. So of course the first joint will be at the first joint. Second joint will be back here. And we're not going to have a third joint. We're going to just omit that for clarity. But there you go. We will have fully functional elite jaws by the end of this month at this current rate. I just got to order some muscle wire online, like today, and get in here as soon as possible, start playing with it. I've worked with it in the past in college. When I was a young lad back in community college over 10 years, almost 10 years ago, geez, I'm getting old now, I did a lot of robotics stuff when I was younger, with Atome and First Robotics, and also our robotics teams, First Vex. I've been in international competitions involved in robotics, taken first place in the nation with robotics, my team has. So this is not old hat. This is old hat. This is not new to me. But I haven't done it in a while, so I'm a little rusty on these calculations. So time to break out some math and give it a whirl. And who knows? At this rate, this time next month, we'll have working elite jaws. Because you know our motto, we deliver. Stay tuned for more.